Before we start the main event, let's remember how we got to Sunday night's 90-minute-long Succession episode, the one that ends it all. Back in 2018, which genuinely feels like a lifetime ago, creator Jesse Armstrong had an idea. What if we told a story about some of the most wealthy, driven, and shameless media tycoons on the planet? Hell, even better, let's make the story about the failures of their children. Well, what happens when you make a realistic story about bad people? There are lots of great characters in fiction who viewers and readers have engaged with that behave badly, Armstrong once told HBO. Great characters can be unfaithful. They can lie and cheat. The Roys do lots of bad in the world, but when we're creating these stories, we're empathizing with them. Much of Succession was easy to emphasize with until the end. The kids never had a chance with a father like Logan Roy, Brian Cox. After his death, they had an opportunity to grow as characters. Instead, Armstrong had all three of the Roy children double down on the terror. They wanted to destroy a massively profitable business deal to keep the company for themselves, captain the ship on their own, and try to elect a far-right president in the process. Armstrong is trying to say something about power, greed, and what a person is willing to do to get it. And he's successfully proved that there is no end to the abyss, once you start falling down it. For 5 years, we all watched this family cascade downward, into that hole, and we gobbled it up. Social media had Kendall, Jeremy Strong, supporters, Roman, Kieran Culkin, apologists, Shiv, Sarah Snook, stans, and enough love for cousin Greg, Nicholas Braun, to break the internet. Armstrong did it. We empathized with the Roys. Audiences were devastated when Logan Roy died. What does that say about us? As I've written before in Succession recaps, it's been almost impossible to guess where this final season is heading outside of the whole Deal or No Deal plot with Gojo. The big question of who will run the company may matter to the characters in the show, but Armstrong's final choice meant the most to us at home because it would ultimately decide Succession's parting message.